Good morning, Party Chairman, Secretary General, brothers and sisters from NTUC, comrades. My journey with the PAP didn't start with me volunteering. It began with me needing help. 20 years ago, my family was facing a tough crisis. I was young and inexperienced with the workings of the world. I didn't know who to go to for help. I was desperate. This was the early 2000s, and the internet was a far cry from what we have today. There was no ChatGPT. A friend recommended that I go to MPS to seek help. I walked into my very first MPS. Mr. Ong Jing Jing was the MP then. I still remember his compassion and even the humble chair I sat on. He listened and he comforted. I remember vividly the kindness in his voice when he explained to me how he could help. Even though the appeal was unsuccessful, I left MPS with a sense of relief and understanding, confident that he had tried, and I had explored every possible way. His empathy in handling my case lit a spark in me. Over the years, facing different family challenges, PAP MPs have all shown the same support to me and my family at MPS. Did they solve every problem instantly? No. But what mattered was their acts of kindness and understanding towards our challenges. They showed me at our lowest point that we were not alone. My branch chair, Christopher D'Souza, said, "It is easy to be a people's party, but to be a party of action for the people, that is what makes the difference." I believe that our strength is not just competent policy making. It is in our people. It is in us. People matter. You matter. Every Singaporean who we meet knows they will be served by the strength of our conviction, a promise that you will be cared for, you will be listened to, we are not alone. This strong spirit of action is what we need most now. Comrades, the world and our society are changing so fast. People expect the government to have a perfect solution for every personal challenge. But there will always be gaps between the big national policies and the unique struggles of each person and family. We can only close this gap if our parliament truly reflects the diverse people we serve. Today, I want to mention 3 groups of people that speak deeply to me: the women, the intergenerational caregivers, and our seniors. We need more diverse voices, and that means more women in leadership, women from different races and backgrounds. I'm happy to see an increase in female MPs in the last general election. However, we still have a long way to go. My hope is to see 50% in 2030. We need to get there because a parliament with diverse perspectives is better at understanding the full picture of modern life. More women in parliament means more balanced debates and more balanced policies. Striving for work-life balance, stronger character education curriculum, protection for our children, support for working mothers, and greater focus on mental well-being. We need to actively encourage women to step up and volunteer. We need to dismantle all ideas of what women can or cannot do. Women bring more than just women's issues to the table. We bring varied perspectives needed to solve our complex, shared worries. I know these worries well because I live them too. As an intergenerational caregiver, I have to manage the logistical and financial needs of both children and elders. whilst trying to maintain some bandwidth for my own personal growth. I believe many of us here can relate. That's why the Skills Future initiative is so important. It supports us as we continue learning and growing no matter what stage of life we're in. I personally benefited from the initiative earlier this year when I found a course that allowed me to study after work hours. However, it is not without its challenges. I had to balance night school with family and business commitments, and this meant months of total dependency on my husband to care for our children and elders. I was fortunate to have that support, but not everyone has the same resources. Yet, I strongly believe that lifelong learning is non-negotiable in the age of AI. Career agility should start from day one, not only when we turn 40. There is still room for improvement for Skills Future to grow, such as greater flexibility in scheduling, cost, and content. This is important because opportunities to upskill should be accessible to everyone, regardless of age or circumstance. And this is why having diverse voices in Parliament matter, so that we can ensure the specific lived realities of Singaporeans are fully understood. We must ensure that every Singaporean can age well with dignity, security, and peace of mind. Affordable healthcare, a steady income, and a supportive community when we finally retire. I recently volunteered at a Family Day event, and pickleball was part of it. I watched a group of seniors pick up their paddles and played. They chatted as they played, moving with ease. They made it look so easy. One of them caught me watching and invited me to join them. I got tired very quickly because they knew how to make me run all over the court. These seniors showed me that having a good social program is integral in keeping them active and sharp. I look forward to the Age Well Neighbourhoods initiative, where seniors who prefer to age in a familiar environment will have easier access to healthcare and social activities. When we have diverse voices, our policies, from CPF enhancements to healthcare subsidies and active aging programs, can be better fine-tuned to serve the needs of our elder Singaporeans. I will now say a few words in Mandarin. 同志们，人民行动党政府的每一项行动、每一项政策、每一项拨款、每一项指导方针，都离不开人民的支持。正是因为人民是我们的根基，我们才能做出必要的、大胆的改变，以应对这些深层次的问题。现在轮到我们了，为了守护这根基，我们必须挺身而出，我们必须确保我们的人民明白，我们的行动是出于真正长远的国家利益，并且要像我感受到的那般真诚。在艰难时刻，总会有人，总会有制度，随时准备指引你们。秘书长黄循才提醒我们，我们的社会契约不仅关乎政府为人民做了什么，也关乎新加坡人能为彼此做什么。同志们，现在比以往任何时候都更需要我们弘扬行动的精神。看着我们这些充满力量、鼓舞人心的同志们，你们激励我贡献更多，奋斗更远。Comrades, the challenges are immense. The competition is fierce. But we have the leadership, the policies, and most importantly, the heart to rise to the occasion. Together, we will lean on our collective strength. We will secure Singapore's future. Majula PAP, Majula Singapura.